Welcome back to the My Managed Crew with Blackburn Rovers, and here we are, Champions League semi-final, leg 2, all tied up. So whoever wins this one does advance here today. It's going to be a big episode as well because we do have the semi-final in the FA Cup as well coming up next. Going to go with that main lineup of Pedro, Delap up front, Hugo and Hall holding down the wings, and then we've got Silva and Zeze in that back line. Obviously, Semi the captain, phenomenal for us this season. He has been really dominant in securing some much needed assists, and then obviously being good on point with the goals. Well, let's get into this one. It's going to be a challenge here. Juventus is definitely no slouch. McAllister with the ball at the moment, passes it out. Ball with a bad miss there, but he does recover. Ball into the box here. Rayner's down there as well. Saws with the save. A little bit shaky there. Ferguson with the first shot. Juventus now with the corner. Rayner pushed up. Really didn't do well there defensively. And that's a bad miss there. Ruben Diaz taking a shot there, doing a 180. It's not his preferred position, being in a goal-scoring opportunity like that. But now we've got Lambert attacking down the left, out to Costa, into Semi. He's got Delap. Can he spin? Behind Rayner? No, he can't. Unfortunately, Juventus defence too strong there. That was a big opportunity, but Semi unfortunately unable to pick up the scraps. De Jong with the ball. Now Hall trying to slide. Does well to slow it down. Semi as well. Ball back into the middle. De Jong. McAllister. Rayner slide in. Lambert's in there as well. Silva pushing up. And Zeze supporting across from the left-hand side. Delap taps onto Rayner, down to Lambert. Bit of a counter-attack happening here. Rayner with the ball. Beautiful pass through to Pedro. Unfortunately, Juventus once again get there just before we get an opportunity to take a shot on goal. 23 minutes in now. Costa backpedaling. Ball out wide. Hugo does well defensively here. Bernardo. Again, Hugo coming in, supporting Zeze. Great defensive move there by Zeze. Lambert, Pedro, down to Semi. Actually, again, it has been all defence here in the first half. Both squads cutting off any attacking opportunities. Hugo again, defensive pressure there, does well. It's a bit of a dangerous pass out to Silva, but we do hold on to it. Pedro, one Lambert. Again, Juventus defence strong. Pedro with the ball. Unfortunately, cut off once again. Lambert's going to have to slide here. Hugo slows it down. Back pedals. Zeze. Good pass through there. Silva out of position here. Missed tackle. Hugo. Oh, we are lucky on that shot. Way left. That was really one of their first opportunities. We're 45 minutes in here, so the first half looks to be all tied up. Unless we can score here. Delap with the ball. Beautiful pass to Pedro. And it goes wide. That was a real opportunity just before the break. And unfortunately, Pedro could not seal the deal. He's obviously the lead in charge in the Champions League with the most goals, but unable to secure one just then. Rayner with the ball now. Stepping back. Dancing. Semi through to Delap. Can he get it? Pedro, he does. Beautiful move. Pedro. And he gets the first. Beautiful movement there by Delap. Steps back on the inside. Gets it back to his partner in Pedro. And that is his 37th goal this season. What a phenomenal superstar he has been. He was a little bit wide with the shot before the half, but he wasn't going to miss that one. We've got that 1 point lead here. That's exactly how we wanted to start the second half. There you have it, 15 goals in 10 matches in the Champions League, leading the charge. It's going to be penalty here, no advantage. Hugo, down to Lambert. All into the middle, Costa down to Semi. Let's have Delop with him, can he spin? Unable to do so. Costa. Again, the defence by Juventus really not giving us much space. Reina into Pedro. Wide left. He hasn't been on target this match. He's only got one. It's his second shot going just left of the post. 58 minutes in here now. We really got to defend up here and really want to get another goal just to get a bit of a buffer. Zay slide in. Hugo's out of position. Hugo does recover in the middle here, but I was going to say, De Jong with the shot, and Sauls with the save. Well, Pecunia coming on, Costa's legs getting tired, 63 minutes in here, so we'll add a little bit of energy in the middle of the field. Lambert with the ball. Tapped onto Reina, we could get a bit of a counter-attack here. Reina lining up, gets a beautiful pass through to Pedro. Plenty of space, just got to step around, he does. And we get the second, we get that 2-point buffer. Exactly what we wanted here. Great passing there by Reina. And Lambert as well, getting it out from the box for a quick counter-attack. Both wingers combining. And Pedro just finishing it off, dragging the keeper out. Straight past him. Ball into the middle here, Ferguson. Ze's pushed up, he really needs to get back in the line. Hugo. A bit of pressure down this right-hand side, or left-hand side. Ball into the box, Zay with the clearance. Lambert tries to step around the outside. Risking it a little bit too much there. Unfortunately, we let one in. 74 minutes in, we really needed to clear that one. It was not a good clearance there by Lambert. Trying to do a little too much. Again down the short side. Sauls unable to recover. All out to Reina here. Trying to wrong foot his defender. All back into Semi. He's got Pedro. Little chip over the top. Defence strong in the middle. Great defensive play there by Zay. All out to Lambert. And defence just pushing up. Hugo. All into the box. Pecunia. Unfortunately, Juventus too strong. Someone's got to get back here. Ferguson does well. And Hall picks up the scraps. 86th minute here. We're closing in for a victory and an advancement here in the Champions League. Delop, Pedro, spin, shot. Oh, over the post. That would have been the clencher that we needed. 5 shots so far in this match by Pedro. Going into injury time here. Keeps it in here. Ferguson with the ball. Silva has to get back. Does well. Great defensive play there by Silva. And that's going to be it. We do advance. 3-4 across the two legs. Great performance by Pedro in the second half. Obviously a couple of missed shots, but he secured the two that we needed. But definitely a good performance there. And we've got a 53-47 split on possession. And if we're having a look at the performance, we had Pedro 9.3, Reina an 8. Now let's have a look at the table going into the next round. We've got Milan picking up the victory against Barcelona. We've got Newcastle picking up the victory against Real Madrid. And then we also got Latam picking up the victory against Atletico Madrid 3-1. That's going to be it for the Champions League. We are now into the semi-final of the FA Cup. It's going to be AFC Bournemouth against Blackburn Rovers. And we're going to go with that main lineup again. However, we will switch it up. We will bring on Palomino. And Hugo will go to the bench with Santos starting on that left wing. Zeke is going to come on for Delap, and that is just to give the game time to the guys that are obviously performing well. And last but not least will be Foster. Hope you're enjoying this episode so far. Make sure you do hit that like button as it does help the channel grow. If you're new around here and want to catch all the latest of the series, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But now, let's get into this FA Cup match. Bournemouth, one of the squads that we definitely have up and down matches with them. Sometimes they absolutely destroy us, even though we're their position on the Premier League ladder. And then other times, like the last episode, we pick up a massive victory. Let's hope it's a ladder of the two this time. And we pick up another victory here in advance in the FA Cup. Ball goes wide here. That's just a poor pass out there by Saws. Unable to keep it in there, Rayner. Ball into the middle. Silva sliding. He needs Hall to recover. Ball does. Backs off a little bit. Ball into the box. Rayner. Wide, but Saws with the save. 10 minutes in here. In here, Bournemouth. Clearance, Rayner, unable to do much there. Palomino with a beautiful defensive play there. A bit of a counter-attack. He does have Pedro up front, making the chase. He's got the clearance, sets himself, picks up the goal. Beautiful goal there by Pedro. What a defensive display there by Palomino. Gets the steal, turns, finds his striker, and Pedro finishes it off for us to pick up that 1 point advantage. Sets himself. Keeper's just not going to stop him from there. He has been a goal-scoring machine this season. Defensive pressure here. Foster pushing in. Hall picks up the scraps. Nice defensive pressure there by the wingers. Unfortunately, Zeke unable to get that pass off. Ball into the box here. Silva. Ball's going to have to push across. Saws with the easy save. Counter attack here. Foster gets on the outside. That's a nice move, but unfortunately Aaron's defensively comes up strong for Bournemouth. Ball down to Pedro. A chip over to Zeke. Not the best. It looks like he's picked up an injury as well. Rayner pushing up. Great defensive play there, but unfortunately we double tap the circle and he takes a shot that just didn't have the legs for it. Hopefully Zeke's not too serious with the injury. That's a great defensive play there by Santos. Clears it out to Rayner. Then to Pedro. Tries to step back on the right. Unable to do so. Ball goes wide here. Aaron's into the box. Silva cleared. Down to Zeze. Santos. Now Foster with the ball. It does have Pedro. Little tap on. Best there. 36 minutes in now. Ball. Allowing the ball to go through the middle. Silva comes up. Roby. Unfortunate 39th minute. Silva comes up. Tries to put pressure on. He doesn't get a clean grab of the ball here. Pass straight back to where he should be. Down that blind side. We're all tied up. Bournemouth. Strike back. Zeke with the ball. Gets on the outside. Does well, actually. He's got Pedro back. He really needs him to support. Unable to do so and couldn't get around that last defender. Foster Great defensive play there. Santos through to Palomino, back to Pedro. Saved, but Reyna picks up the scraps there. 7-11, 7 goals, 11 assists for Reyna. He's been great on that right wing. Could that be the goal we need to pick up the victory? Keeper did well to save it against Pedro, but Reyna was just there, ready to go, pounce on that loose ball. Second half now. Just got to hold this lead. Don't do anything silly. Love to score a second, or third, sorry. It's a ball pass there by Foster. Ball out. Hall trying to push up. Doesn't want to push too far. Almost got up with the steal, but he's miscued on that one. Costa's in the middle. He's missed on that defensive attempt. Silva again pushing out. Probably wasn't the best, but Zeze does pick up the scraps. Pedro on the outside here. The defender on the in. It's just waited too long to take that shot. Second attempt, Silva, back to Pedro. A little bit of ping pong here. Zeze taps it down to Costa. Then to Foster. Beautiful ball through the Lambert. Fortunately, was unable to control that one. Ball into the middle, Zeze. Counter attack here, Beaumont. Great play there by Santos. Lambert with the ball. It's a nice ball on the outside to Pedro. Does have Zeke in the middle. A chip over the top. It's just too high. Really need to be flattened with power. Santos. Lambert sliding across here. Aaron's with the ball. Santos needing to get back here. Zeze's going to push in the middle. He does well. Taps it on. It's a poor pass out there by Santos. We are lucky Saws with the save there. That was a potential or a goal that would have tied it up here. Going to bring on Baldwin for Foster. Play on that right wing. Clearance here. Pedro down to Lambert. Does well. Waiting for support here. Hall. Going to get the ball back into Baldwin. Iggy just couldn't get that pass through. Ball into the middle here. Zeze. Have to slide here. Ball. Oh, Saws. Take a bow. 81st minute of the match. It's him and the striker. He picks the right way. And that could be what secures this victory for us. That was a phenomenal save there. Baldwin using his pace down the left. Trying to get in the middle here. Hits it with power. Travers, unfortunately, with the save for us. Corner, Lambert. Put it on dot. Fortunately, couldn't. Palomino. Back to Lambert here. Another save. Baldwin has to push up. And the pressure on. He almost got that one. That would have been a fantastic position to be, but Hall reads it. Loses it, unfortunately. Couldn't get the pass away quick enough. Zeze backpedaling. Silva needs to slide across. Going for Hall. Great play there by Silva. Blocking two people. Hall. Ping pong here. Silva. Oh, Saws with the save. And that's it. We pick up the victory. Oh, that could have been a disaster. But it's 2-1. We do advance here in the FA Cup to the final. But who will it be against? 59-41 split on possession and passing accuracy. Terrible. And Pedro, our man of the match. And it looks like Wolves have picked up the victory 2-0 against Man United. and we will see them at Wembley in the final. But now let's jump over to the Premier League. We've got Brighton versus us, and it's going to be away from home for us. Obviously, Pedro's former club, and hopefully he can do some damage here for us today. Bit of form here. Garassi, 3 for 3. So a man to watch out for. But we've got our own guy, Pedro. An absolute goal-scoring machine. That's a poor pass there by Costa. Now the depth in this squad is looking good. That's a great save there by Soares. We've been able to kind of stay healthy throughout this season. We're obviously high up on the Premier League at the moment. We are in the final of FA Cup again. Can we go back-to-back champs? That would be phenomenal. Reina with a beautiful ball here to Pedro. He should be in the clear. He is. And he just sets himself. Beautiful goal there. 40th of the season. He's breaking potential records left, right and centre this season. Actually, we haven't used him much in the Premier League. So most of those goals have been Champions League and FA Cup. I think about 20 potentially of those have been in the Premier League. But what I was saying beforehand is we've been able to stay healthy this season. Obviously, Santos joined the club. Silva as well this season has just added a little bit extra. Zeke up front as well. Phenomenal for us. His goal scoring and assists have been a real good addition. But not to mention just the transfers in the youth academy with Foster, Baldwin, great, Palomino, absolute solid in the middle. And then you obviously got Lambert out on the wing as well. Really got us in a good position. We're obviously battling it out for a top spot in the Premier League. We are potentially 2 victories away from going into the final of the Champions League. And obviously we're now the FA Cup, and Pedro's away once again here. Steps to the side and just dribbles it in there. What a great team goal that was. 18 minutes in here, a quick counter-attack. And Pedro finishes it off. You're not going to stop him when he's coming downhill like that. Defender's unable to stay with him. And he just steps around the keeper. Takes the shot. Secures second here. 2-point buffer. As we mentioned, Pedro, phenomenal season. But he's not the only one that's been able to score this season. We've got Delap also on 22 goals. And then next up is the captain on 9. Lungu, obviously youth academy player coming through the ranks. He was our backup striker to partner with obviously Zeke. But he was obviously our preferred before Zeke joined the club. He's on 9 also. And we really do need the whole squad to perform if we have any chance of picking up the league title once again. And potentially, FA Cup or Champions League. We can't forget about those ones. Semi with the ball. Down to Delap. Through to Pedro. Shot. Just right there, unfortunately. Unable to get that goal. That's a tough one. But Lambert here puts it on. But unfortunately, I didn't get in the way on that one. Gula, former Real Madrid player. Garassi with the ball. Silva comes up. We're keeping him quiet for this one. Ball back out here. Semi's going to have to recover here. Hugo does well. Garassi. Hugo cuts it off. Back to Silva. He's flowing with danger here, Silva. He's got to clear it. Does well. Gets it to Hugo. Ball into Delap. Back down to Hugo. Does have Pedro in the box. Ooh. Reina. Off the volley. Almost picked up a goal just before the half. Can we put it in the box here? Can we get the third? Unfortunately cleared out. Semi should get across. He does. Lambert Back to Semi. Trying to get it in the middle of the box. Did have Pedro hitting a hole. Potentially should have passed that one. And Brighton should run this one out for the half. And we go into the half time with a 2-point victory. 2-point lead. Don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. Hopefully we don't take the foot off the gas here. Bueller with the ball. Rayner pushing up. You got Semi as well, trying to put some pressure on. Does well. It's going to be a penalty, unfortunately. Came in too strong. Next up, Brighton does have a match against Everton at home. And it looks like Garassi has gone off. We're able to keep him quiet, and the coach has pulled him here 51 minutes in. Ball into the box here. Zeze, nice block. It's going to be offside on that one. Going to bring on Bacuna here. Costa, tired legs. Got to keep him healthy. What an addition the Costa-Bacuna combination has been. Obviously, Bacuna was phenomenal for us. But when we added Costa, he was a real difference maker in our push for the Premier League last season. And, Bacuna took a bit more of a reserve position. Pedro might be able to get on the outside. He's unable to do so. But Bacuna's really made it his position coming off the bench. He's been great with 3 assists this season, which is not bad for a centre defensive mid. Obviously, Costa's been phenomenal with 8. But if we can just get, him involved coming off the bench, I'm happy with that one. Ball into the box here. Zeze putting the pressure on. Can he clear it here? Does, down to Rayner. Just takes that extra step. He should have potentially passed that off. Well, not potentially, should have passed it. Bacuna slows it down. Nice block there by Silva. Down to Lambert. Big ball out to Pedro. He stepped back. He does well. Takes a shot just over the post there. Potentially should have taken a couple extra steps. But we've still got that 2-point lead at the moment. We've got Carter coming on for Zeze as well. Give him a bit of game time. Obviously, this season he hasn't played as much as he did in the past, with obviously Silva coming into the squad. He's been phenomenal for us, and that shot there by Pedro, almost down the short side. He's had 5 shots on goal this match, with 5 shot attempts. A couple of them a little bit wide. Bacuna unable to do much there. Silva has got beat here. Hugo's pushed into the middle. Carter's going to have to slide. Miscues. Silva and Hall comes over from the right. That's a great play there by Hall. Semi with the tap down. Pedro is going wide here. Can he step back? Down to Lambert. Just couldn't tap it on to Delap. Hitting the hole. He tried to do a quick pass through, but the defender got in the way. Lambert. Great cut off there by Bacuna. Got Pedro again wide. Just unable to get it to him. Unfortunately, Pedro's just gone a little bit too wide for us at the moment. We need him to straighten up. Hall with the bad miss there on Leonard. Can he recover? Ball into the box. Silva. Down to Bacuna. Lambert. Pass there, but Carter with the defensive play there. Cuts it off. And that's going to be the victory. We do pick up the 3 points here. A critical 3 points here in the Premier League. Obviously battling it out with Man City at the moment. 61-39 split on possession. And if we have a look at that, Pedro 9.6, phenomenal. Chelsea pick up the victory 2-1 against Leeds as well. We head into the next matchup, which will be against Aston Villa, who currently sit in 12th position and us in 1. They have been probably a little bit of a disappointment this season. Last one, they were up there battling it out for the top 6. So we cannot take them for granted in this one, because on their day, Aston Villa can be phenomenal. We will go with that main lineup with Delap coming back into the squad. And obviously, we've got this man here, Pedro, scoring 5 goals in his last 3 matches. Phenomenal for us. We want a quick start here against Aston Villa. Ball into the middle. Costa trying to push up. Misses. Daze doesn't want to commit too far. Costa slide in. Ball. Barry with the ball. Ball does well. Gets on the outside. That's a great move there by Hall. He just holds on too long. Should have passed that off, but we do keep it. Ball down to Rayner here. He's got Delap in the inside. Not much you can do there. Little chip over the top to Hall. Can he recover it? He can't, unfortunately. He does well here. Sammy with the ball. Takes a shot. Blocked. Delap with the ball. Oh, saved there by the keeper. Gucci, unfortunately for us, too quick with the hands. The reaction time there keeps it out. Delap underneath it. Zeze down the Hall. Steps on the outside. Looking for Delap. Does well. Gets it to Semi. You're not going to stop him that time. There's his 9th for the season. 14 assists. What a phenomenal season the captain's had. And there we are. We pick up the 1-0 lead at the moment. We're the first to strike. Exactly what we wanted here against Aston Villa. We potentially could have passed it in to Pedro, but Semi picks up the goal. Ball goes wide here. Lambert. Hugo miscues on that one. He's got to push out. Ball into the middle. Oh, Sauce with the save. A critical one on that one. Back into the box. Down to Costa. Down to Semi. There's a Delap. Oh, beautiful step on the outside here. Got Pedro in the middle. Gets it, volley. And we pick up the second, 26 minutes in. A beautiful move there by Semi. Steps around the defender. And he puts it on a dime for Pedro. Fantastic goal here. And every man running in there at the moment. I think that's Silva even up there. The centre-back wanted to score his first for Blackburn. Pedro picks it up and get 2-point clearance here. Exactly how you want to be in a match. 26 minutes in. We can't take the foot off the gas here. We've got to defend. Delap unable to clear it out. And that's his 20th in the Premier League. For Pedro out of 26 matches. A fantastic strike rate. Ball goes out here. Barry with the ball. Blocked by Hall. Does well. Cleared. Oh, he doesn't. Silva. Costa on that one. Cleared out. Rayner again. Unable to get it out of the danger zone. Zeze pushed up. Does well. William with the ball. Back into the middle. Unfortunately, we just kind of got disjointed there in that back line. Zeze pushing out. Silva slides to his guy, and unfortunately, we just leave the striker wide open for that shot. Pedro with the ball here. Couldn't get it out to Rayner. That's probably not the best option. Semi sliding across. Ball. It's got Barry getting him on the outside here. Rayner's going to have to slide. Doesn't. Great play there by Costa. Poor pass there by Hall. Silva's been wrong-footed. Sauce with the save just before the half. 2-1 at the moment. Can we keep him out here? Ball into the box. Over the top. Lucky on that one. Could have been a real opportunity there for Aston Villa to tie it all up before the half. And we need to come into the second half here ready to go. As we said at the start of the match, if we take the foot off the gas, Aston Villa are a team that can put points on. Lambert with the beautiful play. Gets on the outside. Fortunately, unable to curl it around the keeper. Silva underneath it. Pedro down to Delap. Ball. Pushing up. Ball into the middle here. Costa slide in. Ball back into the middle. Oh. How he ran from left to right that whole distance without defence pushing down on him, I will not know. It was a poor defensive play there, here in the second. And Aston Villa tied all up here. Oh, we've got to bounce back. Pedro. Down to Costa, down to Lambert. These are 3 points we do not want to lose. Lambert gets on the inside, does well. Unfortunately, just doesn't have the legs to get around his defender. Hugo, great defensive play there. Down to Lambert. Down to Pedro. Kenny's going to be offside. Pedro trying to push up there defensively. Reina. Hall. Good read there by Hall, but Aston Villa get the ball away here into the box. In a moment we are down. Cross here. Two defenders around. Zeze miscues. We're currently trailing here in the second. Ball out to Reina. Delap with the ball. Great step on the inside. He's got a bit of space here. Delap. And that's how you counter-attack. What a step back and acceleration through the middle. Fantastic performance there by Delap. Steps back on his defender, accelerates. He's got three defenders around him, 15 metres out, and he ties it all up here. Change here for Aston Villa. 71 minutes in here, all tied up. Plenty of time for us to potentially pick up that fourth. He's just got to defend. Pedro sliding. Great defensive read, but unfortunately it just takes too long to recover from the step back. Lambert sliding. Great play there by Lambert. Oh, that's a poor pass. Pedro not even running onto it. Pedro coming up there. And Adela tries to step around the defender, unable to do so. Zeze. Silva's covering two here. Zeze's got to recover, he does. He recovers, but he just bodies him inside the box here. That's a poor read there by Zeze. And this could be a clencher here for Aston Villa. We picked the right way. Saul's unfortunately unable to reach it. And Aston Villa pick up the goal to take the lead, 84th minute. Oh, that's frustrating. We pick left, it goes left. And we're unable to save that one. You don't want to watch it again sometimes, but just underneath his outstretched arms. Pedro with the ball. Down to Lambert. Got to make something happen here. About 4 minutes. Pedro. Down to Semi. Can he get it to Delap? Gets it to Rayner instead. Oh, just wide right. There's a real attempt there. Keeper gets a hand to it. Ball into the box. Pedro. Almost clenched the tie. It's going to be extra time here, unfortunately. All defence way up. Saws pushes out. And Aston Villa pick up the 5th. We said at the start of the match, this can happen with Aston Villa. They are a phenomenal squad. And unfortunately, they pick up the victory here today. Oh, that's frustrating. Critical 3 points we wanted. Hopefully, Man City also lose. If not, get a draw. Big 3 points for them. We had a great start to that match, but have a look at that possession. 38-62. Delap, our man of the match. We've got Man City losing to Brentford. That's massive for us. Did not see that happening, that Man City would lose to Brentford. That's crazy to think. Chelsea pick up their victory 2-1 against Crystal Palace. And yeah, I'm shocked. Man City losing to Brentford. So we currently have 4 points clear. Tottenham pick up their victory against Man United. So we're 4 points clear of Man City, 6 points clear of Spurs. And then we still got Arsenal in the race there as well. So it's not over till it's over, as they always say. We'll be in the next episode, potentially, if not the next. Hope you've enjoyed this one, though. Absolute cracker semi-final in the Champions League. Fantastic semi-final in the FA Cup. Picked up the victory against Brighton, but unable to do so against Aston Villa. As always, make sure you hit that like button as it does help the channel grow. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. Catch you on the next one.